I think it's important in these dark times to mention when good things happen, especially ones that'll benefit working people. Today, Zohran and Kathy Hochul announced a plan for free childcare. This is a big step to meeting one of his campaign promises. So I'm going to compare it to what he said during the campaign. I think it's important to celebrate when Zohran gets a win, but also hold him accountable to what he said he was going to do and what working people actually need. Caveat, I'm not a child care expert. I'm a child-free guy in his 40s. I'm just giving you the broad strokes. The good news is, in his first week, Zohran has already increased free health care for children 2 to 4. This includes properly funding pre-K and 3K, which had been underfunded under Adams. I know living in New York, a lot of people didn't use those because they weren't available enough. And they're also going to expand 3 and pre-K to other parts of the state. They're adding a program for 2-year-olds called 2K. That program won't start out to be universal, but will be targeted to high-need areas. Now, that means by neighborhood. They're not going to make people fill out some horrible form to prove that they're low income enough to qualify for the program, which is great. Now, we're only a week in, but let's compare it to what Zohran promised during the campaign. The big difference is that it leaves out children 6 weeks to 2 years old, which of course means it's not universal, as some people are calling it. Zohran had a compromise to get a win early, which is what a lot of people predicted would happen. The big downside that I see is that this is going to be done with existing state money and not by increasing taxes on the wealthy and the corporations.
I know you're going to get this question a lot, right? So let's just put it to bed. And the mayor keeps saying, I'm going to work with Albany on getting them to raise taxes. So I know you're saying you raised them already, but is it off the table on further increases for taxing the wealthy, the 1%?
Yes.
Off the table?
Yes, because I don't think it makes sense to tax anyone, or the wealthy in particular, for just the sake of raising taxes.
It's not just for the sake of raising taxes. It's for redistributing wealth so working people can survive in New York. Hochul is trying to give Zohran some of what he wants, but cut off the means for funding his other programs like free buses. She's doing that so her rich donors don't have to pay more. She even mentions that the rich got richer last year. Well, the rest of us didn't. Governor Hochul, it's going to take more to make this city affordable than just a few extra dollars you have lying around. And I hope more pressure works on her. It is an election year for her. And when centrists yield a little bit of ground like this, we need to stop thinking of it as the best realistic outcome and instead think of it as the battle line for future fights.